Bye, little bunny. In the words of Alicia, you were very cute. Onward we go. Again, I know people can kind of make arguments both ways. These doors are either a gimmick or useful, whatever. But for packing all these heavy suitcases in the car, I know we're a niche case. It is, having the giant opening actually is way more useful. It's basically like a van door, but very unnecessarily complicated. But it does work. And it works. I'd say like it's had like 99.9% success for me. Unless I'm parked on a really steep hill, then the doors can get kind of weird. But getting ready to head out. Oh man, can y'all even see how bad my hair is? Oh yeah. This is why I wear a hat, y'all. But good morning. Time to head to Chicago. Good morning again, everybody. We're on the road. It is 8:59. We've been on the road for about 20 minutes. Had to get through all the construction on the outside of the city before I wanted to try to attempt to do this. But good morning. We're on the road heading to Chicago for our possibly, and most likely based on the heat, last stop of the trip. It's about a 5.5 hour drive there. Basically the exact same way we came in, except for when we get to Madison, except going back to Milwaukee, we go straight south. So it should be an easy drive. Before, there really wasn't much issue on the road at all from what I remember. But we're at it. It is going to be an interesting week because the area that when I was looking at the weather, I was looking in specifically Chicago. We're staying like 25 minutes west of the city. Didn't consider the fact of how breezy that like Chicago is because it's the windy city. So that's going to drop the temperature down. So it is about 10 degrees hotter every day in the town that we're staying in versus actual Chicago. So where I was like, okay, the first, tomorrow it's going to be 97 in town. That's going to be hot, Tesla. It's going to be really hot. And then the lowest day, I think the entire time we're there is like 88 for the entire week that we're there. So we're going to be having some really early days and trying to get done as soon as possible because it's going to get insanely hot. And I think right now it's only calling for rain like 2 days just in the afternoon because it's going to get so hot with the humidity, I guess. So it's going to be a very interesting week, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're on the road. We're going to go about 2-ish hours, possibly a little bit farther before we stop and eat and charge the car. Conveniently, almost every charger on this road before we head down to Madison is at a Culver's. So that's convenient. So we'll charge up, eat. I think one stop will probably get us the whole way there, and then we'll probably charge up if we get to the Airbnb area before it's ready at 3. And then we can go ahead and get that kind of good to go for the week. So yeah, I know I'm watching this giant semi swerving all over the road.
Can't keep it.
Like cars, oh my gosh. Back
Cars
there in the
trailers cannot today.
No.
Not even.
Which this thing you're gonna kind of see as we go past it. This is like it's like a bandwagon style. That's a huge. Wow, that is a huge. Y'all can just see how long this goes. That is huge. That thing pulls like cars and stuff. Actually, that's probably what this semi is here for too. It's for the National Tractor Pullers Association. Random. But yeah, conveniently all the chargers are Culver's, so we'll be able to charge up while we eat. That should get us hopefully the rest of the way there. And then, yeah, if the Airbnb's not ready, we'll go ahead. Thanks for visiting Minnesota. Back in Wisconsin, what's up? Go ahead and charge the car up this evening before we check into the Airbnb. That way, for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 days, we can just plug it into the Airbnb and probably not have to worry about going to get any charge unless we just need to go to Target or something where the chargers are. So, I'm rambling. That's how these clips always start. We'll see how the day goes. It's going to be a very just this for basically the whole day. It's a Sunday, and I think today the high there is like 95. So there is no way we were going to try to film in the middle of the afternoon on a weekend when it's that hot outside. Not dealing with that. So, yeah, it's going to be a very boring. I think this actually might be. I don't think we've had a day the entire trip where we didn't film at all. Like, even on the drive days. We filmed on the drive to Indianapolis. We stopped and filmed that day because we got there early. We filmed in Milwaukee because we did parking on the way up. We filmed in the Dells the day we got there. We filmed in Minneapolis the day we got there. I don't think we've had any rain out days.
Even the first day of the trip we filmed?
We filmed in Indianapolis that day. So remember, we stopped at the driving range course and it was busy. So, yeah, I don't think we've actually... I don't know if the entire trip we've actually had an entire day of not filming. Like, we could have done earlier, we did later from rain. But I don't think we have. So, we probably need it. So, this will actually be our first day off, even though we're driving for basically 6 hours. So we'll see how the day goes. But we are officially right now in Wisconsin. Well, quick little pit stop. We're about a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours in. Got to pee, and conveniently there was a supercharger right next to a Quick Trip gas station. So literally about the time we get done, We'll be able to keep going to get to the Dells for Culver's. Turn green. Turn green. There we go. All right. Well, quickest little pit stop ever. Come on, let it go. There we go. We got here with 54 miles. Literally just had to stop and pee. So it wasn't necessary to need to stop here. Well, let's see what we ended up with. Probably not very much because the car didn't heat up too long. Yeah, I know. That was because of me. Well, we got here with 54 miles. Go to use the bathroom, and now we're at 134. So that works, and that cost $8.74 according to the text I just got. So now we have enough to go get lunch. It's weird. Usually sorry for the car honking. Usually on road trips, we never go back to an area we've been to before on the same trip. It feels really weird being back at the Dells at the Charger we've spent so much time at. But works out, and we get Culver's one last time. It's a send-off to Wisconsin. Well, went inside Culver's. How many people would you say? At least 15, 20 people deep.
Line's out the door.
Yeah, like it is exactly noon right now, but we got here around that time like 2 Sundays ago, and it wasn't nearly that bad. So, yeah, it's actually starting to rain. I think it's just like this one little cloud above us. So because of that, McAllister's is right across the street, like a block and a half. So we're gonna go there because I feel like not nearly as many people eat at McAllister's versus like somewhere like this. Even the Starbucks line has, we're just gonna count this as we walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cars. So we're just catching everyone like it's a Sunday, everyone's checking out. Gonna work in front of this truck really quick. So didn't think, I thought about it, but also didn't think it'd be as bad just because we got here before kids were out of school. So now we have all the summer crowd. Didn't consider that. So we're either gonna eat at McAllister's because the Carl says it takes 20 minutes to charge to be good to leave. And then, or like to get all the way to the destination in Chicago, or 50 minutes to max out the battery. So we have a lot of time to spare, but it's right there. So it's like a 5-minute walk. So it's really not that bad.
That place too.
Yeah, I just don't know if hey, that wasn't open when we were here. We'll figure it out. We'll see y'all in a second. But yeah, Culver's way busier than we expected. Hey, at least there was a Charger open. There was actually like 4. Because that could have been bad. Yeah, already know. Again, it feels really weird being back here eating again. For some reason, we never have done that. So it feels weird being back. But by the time we get done eating, the cars will be way overcharged and be good to go. So let's do it. Well, that worked out.
Yeah, sorry, I can't see.
Yeah, it was complete. Y'all saw in the background of the last clip. It was super cloudy when we got here. And the temperature, I think, jumped 20 degrees since we got there at 8. But the car is at like 94%. I just maxed it all the way out. So super overcharged. Again, kind of inconvenient having to stop, and then Culver's being busy. But we were going to stop no matter what in this area to eat. So we were going to have to either walk or drive no matter what. But you know what? That means we're just getting our steps in for the day, and we're being healthy. That's how we're going to look at it. But this place...
I had a salad.
And it was a good salad. She let me try it. It is insane how much busier it is now. They were not... The guy, our guy that was like help us all the tourism stuff, where he told us like, hey, you're getting here like the last week before it gets busy. The difference is insane. Like, this area was a ghost town almost when we were here 2 weeks ago. And now there are people everywhere. It's crazy. But we're done. Say car's fully charged. We'll be able to get all the way to Chicago now. It's about 2.5 hours to get there. We're on a few errands, I think. And conveniently, we're gonna probably charge the car back up when we get there. And the Charger is at a place Alicia even needed to go to already. She needed to go to Sephora for some stuff. The Charger is in the parking lot of a shopping strip with Sephora. So that's convenient. And then we'll be good for like the first week. But yeah, we'll head there and then check out the Airbnb. Yeah, other than having to walk over to McAllister's, everyone's gone now. There's only 3 cars here, including me.
And I'm saying there's a cute little Frenchie peeping.
I'm not gonna turn the camera there just because the guy's right there. But we got here with about 100 miles left, and now we have a 325. And to get where we need to go, let's add this stop right here. We'll get there. And what was it, about 164 miles? We'll get there with probably 30%. Yeah. So at least we can go to Sephora. I'll get even more juice up just to get ready for the week. And then we will check into our Airbnb because it would be ready at, I think he said it would be ready at 3. And we're going to get there at like by 3:30 with stopping. So it actually worked out really smooth for the day.
Yep. So
yeah, and just for anyone wondering, to go for basically 200 miles of charge, it costs $27-ish if you round up for 200 miles. So y'all can do the math on if that's good or not. But again, you save all the money when you're charging at home on your own power. Supercharging is basically the equivalent of gas. That's when it's not convenient. But off we go. We found it. Went by it really quick, but there it goes. It's the Wienermobile. Whew. Y'all, that was a stressful drive. This is awkward. This is a weird angle for this. I smell so much weed. That was a very stressful drive. Oh my gosh. Hell, that's why I was not even filming the road very much. People drive like bats out of hell here. Yeah, this worked out really convenient. We could check in like 15 minutes. By the time we let the car charge up a little bit, which is good. It could have made it the whole way there, but again, just to not have to worry about it the next like 4 or 5 or 6 days, because in this area we're gonna be doing so much driving just everywhere. And she already said she needed to go to Sephora because we're gonna try to go to the mall otherwise, which was gonna be possibly hard to do on a Sunday. And it happened to be one in this is a really cool, like, I can't really tell, but like everything's like cottage looking for all the building facades. Really neat little area, but they happen to be a Sephora here. 2 birds, 1 stone. But it is, from leaving the Dells to getting here, the temperature went up, I think like 20 degrees. It's 93 degrees right now.
Yeah, I feel it.
So yeah, it's but the nice thing is it's gonna kind of give us an idea of what the filming is unfortunately gonna be like for heat the next few days. Because our goal is to be basically done filming by around this time every single day to avoid the heat. We'll see how that goes, but we're here. After this, we're gonna head to the Airbnb and pretty much be done for the day. That drive was stressful. Like, the car was doing all the driving, not because of me, but people drive like bats out of hell in this town. Like, cars were at least going 30 over consistently, flying past me. It was a 3-lane highway. I was around middle lane, going like the average speed over that people drive. Not gonna disclose myself. And I was getting passed on the left lane and the right lane. Like, people going like 30 over me.
Nobody could stay in their lane. We watched a semi drive literally 2 cars off the road.
Yeah, it was a shout out. It was a FedEx semi. It was a stressful drive. I'm glad that I'm off the road for a while. That was easy.
Yeah.
This was a convenient trip to Sephora for me because I was like, hey, the car's gonna be ready in like 5 minutes. We need to get ready to go so we can head back to go to the Airbnb. Oh, it's a little doodle of some kind. Yeah, car's basically done charging. She got her stuff. Don't have to worry about going to the mall today. Can just check in, chill, figure out food, and actually we probably will because it's gonna be 97 degrees here tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be a really early day getting stuff done for us. It's gonna be so hot. But at least there's supposed to be a breeze. Like, if it's gonna be hot, at least give us a breeze to help out. And I think there will be one, so at least there's that. But yeah, we're checking the Airbnb now. I don't want to make it awkward and film this car right here because there's someone in it, but I want y'all to see the cool wrap on it, and I can use the Sentry mode for it. It's like, here, let me rewind a little bit. There we go. It's like purple with blue undertone to it. Like
beside us right now, it looks more blue.
Yeah, you can kind of see the blue on the screen right here. I don't want to point the camera because they're in the car charging it, but that looks really cool. I've seen wraps like this before, but the first time actually seeing it in person, like, I'll do a quick, like, you can kind of tell, like, that looks really cool. That's a neat wrap. Now let's go check in. Well, even with Alicia going to Sephora, we still somehow managed to be at the mall. We're sure what to do for dinner, and there's P.F. Chang's here, so it kind of just worked out. But this mall is popping. Oh my gosh. We had to park like in the abandoned parking lot next to it for some old store that's not here anymore. Because there are so many cars here. There's nowhere to park. Or we'd spend 10 minutes just looping around the parking lot trying to find the spot. But somehow it didn't say there was a wait at P.F. Chang's. So, are you doing something else? I was looking the other way. Well, food. It is so busy in here. And everyone's sitting right on top of each other. I'm literally keeping the camera down like this because there's so many people. But the tables are literally like, I could reach to my right and grab the food off the table behind me. It's super busy. Food content, buy. Well, those are interesting. That's hers, that's mine. It's kind of weird how they work together. Hey, you never know. That's a random circus right here at the mall. Okay. Hey, it has rained a little bit. The top of the car's wet. So thankfully, that's what's coming right there. We just missed about like 10 minutes, according to the radar. So let's try to get back before it gets crazy. Man, I just cleaned this off this morning before we left too. It got plastered on the way here. I'm gonna take it probably to the shop that wrapped it and have them just like deep clean, detail it and all that when we get back, just because it's been really beaten up really bad. But conveniently, I can park in here. There's a fridge on this side, so I have to basically clear that. And I can't fit with the fridge. I have to make sure to go around it. Alicia can get in, no problem. I have a little tighter fit, but can plug in, so it's kind of convenient. I'm just OCD. I like having my car be able to be parked away in areas that I'm not familiar with. But I'm going to attempt, even though it's just with a paper towel, to try to clean a little bit of this off before all that up there starts coming down on me. It ain't perfect, but a little paper towel, some of it's just dirty water, but a little paper towel and some water. Considering I can't like really use like a microfiber cloth or anything out on the road and clean it, that will do good enough for now. All right, y'all, that's gonna be today's video. The place we're kind of getting settled in right now, so I'll do a Airbnb tour tomorrow. But I don't know how long this vlog was. If it was really short, I do apologize, but it was just a very long, stressful driving day, and I'm tired. And we have a really, really early day we gotta start tomorrow. The high tomorrow is 97. By 10 a.m. it's gonna be 88. Just no clouds, all sun. That's gonna be interesting. The goal is to hopefully get 3 done. And then I think the lowest temperature for the entire week we're here is like 88, 89. So it's gonna be really high. It's gonna be the lowest high temperature here is hotter than we've had the entire trip so far, or except for just a little. Actually, no, Indianapolis was actually close to that. I think it was like in the upper 80s there, low 90s. And here we're gonna get to like the upper mid 90s range. So it's gonna be interesting, but I'm gonna get ready for that. I gotta get ready for bed. I gotta plan out the rest of the week. It's gonna be an interesting one, but thank y'all for watching. Sorry if it was a shorter video today. It's just the way the day went. See y'all very soon. We'll get an Airbnb tour tomorrow. See you in the next video really soon. Bye guys.